Pokemon just announced some of the most crazy, beautiful cards ever, but at the same time, some of the most crazy, rare cards ever. And in today's video, I'm telling you guys everything we know about them so far. Yo, what is going on, guys? Alien ESP here, back in the video. And as I just said, as you saw, the title and thumbnail of this video, in today's video, we've got some crazy news, as always. We've got the reveal of some of the craziest cards that Pokemon have ever made, both in their rarity being very, very exclusive. I'll tell you guys the numbers, and in their artwork. You guys probably know what they are, because these images have been going all over social media, everyone talking about them, and rightfully so. These cards are beautiful, but if not, I will be telling you guys in the video. But yeah, let's get right into it, baby. So guys, really from Battle Styles, the first main set of this year 2021, we really did see Pokemon step up their game when it came to the artwork. Wish they stepped up their game when it came to printing, but hey, maybe in the future, fingers crossed. Anyway, we really did see Pokemon improve their artwork, and we did see the introduction again of the ALT ART. I'd say all 6 ALT ARTs we saw on Battle Styles were great, especially for the time, and then especially when compared to the cards we were getting in the first year of Sword and Shield. My personal favourite being that Empoleon. I just love the aesthetic of it. It's training there with the Phalanx, and one of my favourite Pokemon, but I know a lot of people love that Tyranitar, and rightfully so. That Tyranitar has some very nice artwork and is very creative to it, and since then we've seen Pokemon do some more fantastic artwork, both on the Japan side, which we'll get to later on in this video, and the English side. Chilling Reign just released, some great cards. I love the ALT ARTs, my favourite being the ALT ART Galarian Zapdos. You guys have heard me say that name non-stop now, the Roadrunners I like to call it. In Japan, it's looking like we are going to continue to get this going into Evolving Skies with the truly beautiful, I must say, Evolutions, and we're about to mention Evolutions in this video. If you guys know, you know. With their ALT ARTs, hopefully we'll see all of them in Evolving Skies. I do think we will. Now, why do I mention the Evolutions, and why do I mention this step up in artwork? Well, we've just seen the reveal of some more ALT ARTs with some fantastic artwork, and they are in fact the Gen 1 Evolutions, Vapoereon, Flareon, Jolteon in their Vmax forms. This is very exciting. One Eevee Heroes first release. We saw all the 5 other Evolutions get ALT ART Vmaxes, but unfortunately the Gen 1 Evolutions were just left out. How dare they bully the OGs? But thankfully the OGs just came back hitting, and I do mean hitting very hard, because the artwork on these cards is truly, and I mean truly, beautiful. How we're going to get this in the rest of the world, we don't know. Hopefully we see it in English. I really, really do hope we see these cards in English, because they are glamorous. You guys will have without a doubt seen these cards. They're everywhere on the internet right now, and rightfully so. These cards are some of the most beautiful cards. I'm just so happy that we have these cards in the hobby. Yes, they're difficult to pull, the ALT ARTs, but realistically it is worth it. I've never pulled an ALT ART myself. My luck has been pretty bad. I think I'm just saving for Evolving Skies. My favourite Pokemon, Espeon, is in that. And I know when that set releases, I will pull an ALT ART Espeon if there is one. I'd love that to happen, hopefully, Say something so many times just to get wishes into existence. That's right? Hopefully, anyway. But yeah, as hard as they are to pull, if you do manage, if you are one of the lucky chosen ones to pull, that is a great feeling. And if you buy one, you've still got that feeling, because it is a great card. So I am very happy that we are getting these both from the Japan side. I'm sure these will come to English. However, if they don't come to English, that wouldn't be the first time, because we have seen Pokemon cut some cards from the Japan side over to the English. An example of this one, talking about the ALT ARTs anyway, would be the ALT ART Celebi V, the one where it's flying around that snow castle like the snow ruins in the Crown Tundra. Man, I'm so upset we never got that card. That card's artwork was phenomenal. Celebi is also one of my favourite Pokemon. Gen 2 is my favourite gen, and Celebi is the mythical, the last Pokedex number entry of that gen 2. It is one of my favourites. I like to call it the Onion Fairy Celebi. We didn't see that, unfortunately, in its ALT ART form in Chilling Reign. Hopefully we'll still get somehow, maybe in a promo box, who knows. As well as we didn't see the ALT ART Sandaconda, which I'm not going to lie, isn't my favourite card. If you look at that card, the artwork is just Sandaconda sat next to a radiator. I don't really understand it. If anyone can understand the lore and backstory, I'd love to get some backstory why Sandaconda is sat next to this radiator. Maybe it's just a bit chilly. Maybe it's not like an ancient rivalry against the cold. Maybe it is just a bit cold and it's that simple. But yeah, this could be great. We haven't seen them come to English yet. Hopefully they do. Yes, I'm not the biggest fan of the ALT ART Sandaconda, but I'm sure out there is someone who loves that card, whether they just like the artwork or Sandaconda is one of their favourite Pokemon. I hope we see it for that reason, because at the end of the day, if you don't enjoy someone with the amount of people in this hobby, it's a fair thing to say that there will also be someone. If you hear the people walking past house and being really loud, it shouldn't pick up on camera, but if it does, I do apologise. I'll scream right at them when I'm done recording this video, but I do apologise for that. Back to what we are saying. Thankfully now all Evolutions do have Vmaxes, both in their do have ALT ART Vmaxes. They do have all Vmaxes, that is true. They do have ALT ARTs both in their Vs, which we all saw them in the EV Heroes set, and their Vmaxes, which 4 of them were in this set because 4 of the base Vmaxes were in the set. I'm talking about Glaceon, Sylveon, Leafeon and Umbreon. Their base Vmaxes were in the set. And if you're curious about the other 4, Espeon, my favourite, and the 3 Gen 1s, Jolteon, Flareon, Vapoereon, the way we've got their base Vmaxes was in this box. We had to get a couple packs, I think it was 8, I believe so anyway, 8 packs of EV Heroes, as well as a promo pack which includes some Hollow Energy based off which EV evolution you got, being the types. If you got Espeon, Psychic, Vaporeon, Water, etc., and then you get it through that. That's how you got the base Vmaxes. Then I'm sure you guys all know the way we've got the ALT ART Espeons through that box, and finally we are filling out the missing 3, the Gen 1s, through this way. Now how do we get this way? It is through a raffle that you sign up for. So the way you get these 3 ALT ART Gen 1 Vmaxes, it starts on 21st of July to September 30th. You have to fill in a form, and 3 people win a full set. So if you are lucky enough to enter and win, unfortunately I can't enter because it is Japan only. If you are lucky enough to enter and then win, you will get a full set. So you'll get 1 Jolteon ALT ART Vmax, 1 Vaporeon ALT ART Vmax, 1 Flareon ALT ART Vmax. You'll get the whole shebang. How crazy and kind of Pokemon is that? Now how do you enter? First of all, I need to say, if you guys are able to enter, do it. These cards are just insane. But how do you enter? So you have to give a log, which is like a little mini tournament report of a TCG game you played with either a friend or family. How cool and cute is that? That's such a unique idea. The way you enter is you enter a little report. It's a little writing sum up, a log, if that's what how they word it, a log of a TCG game you played with friends or family. That is so cool. Such a unique idea. You know, I like how they say friends and family, not a big tournament, because obviously we know the reason why we can't go to big tournaments at the current moment, the global pandemic. I can't wait for it to be over. 1, with all the lockdown restrictions, we're going to the cinema with our friends, and 2, being able to go to the Pokemon tournament with our friends is just crazy. I love the atmosphere of Pokemon tournaments, all these people from all these different areas. You know, we all have our favorite Pokemon and all these different beliefs. However, we just come together for that one love of one thing. And what is that one love? You all say it with me, guys. Pokemon! Yeah, that is just so sick. And it's the atmosphere of those tournaments is honestly the best thing. And I was so upset when I heard they had to shut down, but I understood it. Of course, you know, there are precautions. As cool as Pokemon is, some things unfortunately do take over it. But when they do reopen, that's going to be so cool. And with the extra growth we saw in the hobby, I can't wait to see even more new faces at these tournaments. You know, that will be great to see. If you guys want vlogs at these tournaments, let me know and we'll make it happen for you guys. Back to what I was saying, this is so cool. This way of entering is so unique. I'd love it if Pokemon actually individually read all the entries they got, as time consuming as it would be. They probably won't do that, but imagine how cool that'd be if every entry they received, they actually read themselves. That'd honestly be so cool. And they pick the best 3,000 to win. That is honestly so cool. But these cards, guys, are going to be they are very sought after, and rightfully so. The artwork, in terms of my favourite, I'd say ALT ART Vapoereon Vmax is my favourite in terms of artwork. I love seeing it swim under the sea, and you can see some other water type Pokemon in the back. You know, we see a Milotic, I think we see a pink and blue Frillish, you know, the 2 gender differences, because it changes colour based on its gender. That's so cool. Then my second favourite's got to be that Jolteon. We've got Jolteon jumping around, dancing in the air in this thunderstorm, which it probably created itself. How cool is that? It's just creating its own thunderstorms, you know, with this little house in the back. Imagine how crazy that'd be. You just sat there on a Saturday night in your little house and you see this big Pokemon jumping about, making thunderstorms. You'd be so annoyed, especially if trying to watch TV or make a YouTube video like I am, you know. I was annoyed with these people outside my house being a bit loud. How annoyed would you be if you've got a massive Pokemon creating the thunderstorms? But I guess that is what happens if you do live in the Pokemon world. And my third favourite and my least favourite, I don't want to say least favourite because they are all great and there shouldn't be a last place. They're all fantastic at the end of the day. The ALT ART Flareon Vmax. I think it is cool. The artist of that ALT ART Flareon Vmax is actually a new artist. I believe that artist first got his debut in Chilling Reign, where it did the Shuppet. That com I did point out in one of my videos, I do believe, and I love the artwork of that common Shuppet. Yes, it's just a common, but it's very cute and just sat by the window of the house floating there, as well as the same artist did the ALT ART Ice Rider. I get too mixed up sometimes, Shadow and Ice Rider, but it did the ALT ART Ice Rider Calyrex V, which is great. You know, Calyrex sat on Glacier, not talking, I don't know what it's doing, but communicating, that's a better way of saying it, to the dealing on that little ice path. Maybe it it's snow booting. I can't think of what you call it, or ice skating. There, I couldn't think of ice skating. What was I doing? Ice skating with the dealing on that ice path. You know, just having a bit of fun. That is just a good bit of community spirit. I love these artworks where we see Pokemon interacting with our Pokemon. That's probably why the ALT ART Vapoereon Vmax is my favourite out of the three, because we just see a load of Pokemon in the background. You know, my Milotic, as I mentioned, the two frillish gender types, the pink and the blue. And don't get me wrong, the Jolteon, I do believe I couldn't see any other Pokemon. However, I do like the art type to that. And the ALT ART Flareon actually does have a Pokemon. You've got an Executor sat under a tree. Maybe I have to get a bit of shade because the heat coming off Flareon is just a bit too hot, and then the heat of these artworks is honestly just insane. As well as I think I see a little Galarian Slowpoke just collapse there. Maybe it's a Cantonian Slowpoke, I don't know. But I see this little pink blob collapse. I'm pretty sure it's not a Ditto because it was a bit more purpley. But yeah, I think it is Slowpoke just collapsed due to the heat. Poor guy, am I right? But should have put some sunscreen on. I hope the Executor did so it doesn't get sunburnt. But yeah, this is all for me in today's video. We don't know how we're going to get these cards in the rest of the world. I really do think we'll get it in Evolving Skies, because I think we'll see all the ALT ART Vs and Vmaxes in Evolving Skies. You know, I don't think Pokemon would cut out a certain amount. We have seen, I do believe, Pokemon are putting the half-art Jolteon, Flareon, Vapoereon Vs in tins as promos. I don't know if it's actually going to be counted as a promo, if it's similar to the tins we saw with Galarian Slowpoke, Lucario V, and what was the other one? And Mew V, where they just took them straight from the sets. You know, it wasn't a promo. The set stamp was in the bottom left there, the Lucario being from Champion's Path, and the other two Galarian Slowpoke and Mew being from Darkness Blaze in their V forms. So maybe it's like that, you know, you will be able to pull the half-art Jolteon, Flareon, Vapoereon from the set, as well as being able to guarantee them from a tin. Maybe that's how they're doing, we don't know. However, I do think we'll see it in the set. And the comment question today, let's go for what is your favourite out of the three. If you guys haven't seen the artwork of the three, somehow you guys need to check them out. They are glorious, and I'd be curious to know what is your favourite, as I did just say my favourite being the ALT ART Vapoereon, then the ALT ART Jolteon, and then finally, but certainly not last, well, it is last but not least, that's the same, because you shouldn't be saying the least, because the artwork on these cards is fantastic, the ALT ART Flareon, because all three are beautiful, and I'd love to have them in my collection regardless. Also, let me know, are you able to enter in the tournament? If so, I really think you should, you know. You are able to win these cards, a whole set of the three. Imagine a mantelpiece in your house of all of them. Or imagine how crazy this would be, you know, having all a ALT ART Evolution Vs and then all a ALT ART Evolution Vmax. That would be a crazy collection goal. Very hard and expensive, I'm sure, collection goal out of that. That would be crazy. You know, who knows, maybe throwing a full out Gordy from Eevee Heroes, because if you're opening Eevee Heroes, you probably pulled that card at least once. There's all for me in today's video. Make sure to answer comment question today. I've been Alien ESP. You guys have been the best. I mean, the best views on YouTube, and I'll see you next time. Peace.